Hey folks, welcome back to Real Estate Investing Unmasked. Today I'm going to show you how I compare rates with different banks. Alright, so I'm going to feed to you, I'm going to show you my screen here. So this is what I'm looking at. I went to bankrate.com. That's one of the sites I've been looking at for about 10 to 15 years on comparing rates. So if I need to borrow money on a property, this is where I go first. Now, mortgage brokers will typically have a lot of lenders who are interested in lending money to you. So it is in your best interest to find a lender who can give you the best rate. And mortgage brokers, they should have your best interest at heart. So when you go to them, you shouldn't go there without having done any homework. You need to do your homework first. So this is how I do it. Go to bankrate.com. Once you're there, you'll see something like this. They'll change it, of course, their website. But typically what I want to do is I want to go to mortgages. And then go to the type of mortgage that you want to see. So here I have mortgage rates. So I'm going to click on mortgage rates. And of course, depending on what kind of mortgage rate you're looking for, whether it's a 30-year, 10-year, 15-year, whatever, that they have access to that too. Now up at the top, you'll notice that they have a place for refinancing or for purchasing. So you want to make the appropriate choice. I'm going to put in here a purchase. And I don't know what zip code this is for, 90042. So I'm going to go with 92346. That's an area not too far out of my reach. Not exactly where I'd probably buy, but it gets you close enough in California to tell these lenders that I'm looking in California. Purchase price, you know what? Let's go ahead and put that at $500,000 even. Down payment is 20%. Credit score is 740, and the loan's for 30 years. So this is a really good calculator to start off. Now it tells me what am I looking for low upfront costs, which basically means that I'm going to be paying a yield spread on my loan, and versus me paying upfront costs of a loan origination fee. The other one would be first-time home buyer, FHA loan, which a lot of cases that's how people start off with FHA loans. But for an investment property, typically you can do a couple of investment properties with FHA, but if it's your first time ever doing an investment property, you probably need to go with the 20% down or pretty close to it. Of course, talk to your lender and they'll let you know. But this, like I said, this is all for you to get a general idea of what you should expect as far as loan rates that are quoted to you. You got your VA, your low monthly payment. What else they got here? Yeah, it can be a low monthly payment. So that means you pay more up front, of course. So it'll be your origination fee. Now that's what I would go for, is for the low monthly payment. So here for today, when I'm searching this here in February 2020, it's showing me that Blue Spot Home Loans has a total monthly payment of $1,909 a month for essentially a $400,000 loan. Pretty good. Now that is only principal and interest. That is not including taxes and insurance. So keep that in mind when you're doing your pricing. As you continue on, so it's got a 4.068 APR, and you're going to see that as that monthly payment increases, so is the APR. The APR is a true value of what exactly you're going to be paying. But you see on the side, you have points, you have your cost over 5 years, how much you have to pay up front. And so they give you a good combination of them. So I've got Blue Spot Home Loans, I've got Loan Monkey, who else? I got First Mortgage Direct, Home Infinity, Optimum First, eClick Lending. These are all people I've never heard of, and that's okay. Watermark Home Loans, these are all people I may not have heard of. However, if they're offering this rate at this criteria, 740 plus credit score, $400,000 mortgage over a 30-year as a purchase, those are all things that I can use to my advantage. Now, let's say some of you don't have a 740 credit score. Let's say you only have a 680 and above. We go ahead and switch that. We were paying $1,909 before. Well, now it's $1,939. So it's a little bit higher. However, notice how the people who are offering the loans have changed. Now, the people are the same, but the order in which they show up is different. So for instance, Loan Monkey now is a better deal than what Blue Spot was before. Where this is beneficial to you is you can call up, and if you notice on Loan Monkey, you have to pay $8,500 out of pocket to be able to make this happen, on top of your down payment of $100,000. For the Blue Spot, it's only $3,500 out of pocket, and it's up by another $120 ish. So where this is very beneficial for you is you can contact a mortgage broker. I don't care how you find it. You can look up mortgage brokers in your area, but if you do this first with your bank rate, you get a general idea. It's free to do this. You don't need a subscription to get in and look at their calculator. They're not paying for me to talk about this. It's just a really cool tool. You can go in there and take a look at these people, give them a call, tell them that you found them by looking at my YouTube channel or by looking at bankrate.com. Say, hey, this Real Estate Investing Unmasked guy was the one that told me. I'm Bob, by the way. Bob from Real Estate Investing Unmasked told me to go take a look at bankrate.com. These are the rates that I found. This is the criteria I'm using. Can you match that rate? And it could be that they will match that rate. And most likely they will, because these are the rates that they're advertising. If you wanted to play around with the numbers, you totally can do that. Let's see, what's another zip code that I'm going to put random numbers in here and see what pops up. All right, 75404, Texas, Greenville, Texas. All right, so 75404, I just put that in at random, happens to be in Texas, Greenville, Texas, and their numbers didn't change really since the numbers that I put in. 1907, 1968, they did change a little bit though. So you can have a lower credit score, and there are a lot more banks actually on this one. So Homefinity is the number one, Blue Spot's still there, but then there's this other bank I haven't seen, NBKC, there's Movement Mortgage, there's First Mortgage Direct and Watermark, so those are probably national lenders. I could keep on looking up other zip codes. The reality it says featured lenders, so that makes a difference. Let's do all results. There you go. So here's some other lenders that I haven't heard of before. But you see their featured ones is 1907, and the next one after that is Movement at $1810 a month. The difference is you pay nothing out of pocket for Homefinity, and you're paying $9,000 out of pocket for Movement Mortgage. And at $100 a month savings, that's a lot of months to hit that. That's 93 months. So, how long is it going to be before you have that paid off, the difference in the $9,300 a month, or the $9,300 up front? That's another thing to keep in mind. So as you're noticing the upfront costs, you say, you know what, it's going to take me 93 months. It's almost 8 years to break even. I'm going to go with the $0 up front, and I'll pay the $1907, a little bit more per month. And you're going to have to make that decision on what you decide to do. Some of them aren't going to be so dramatic. Some of them might be 2-year difference. Some might be 1 year. Some might be 6 months. You might even be able to go to Homefinity and say, hey, look, Movement Mortgage is offering me a 3.755 APR, 3.562% rate on a 30-year fixed for $400,000 loan, 30 years in my zip code. What can you do? Can you match it? And it could be that they may be able to do the same thing without charging you points. Now, you notice on here it talks about points. What I want you to do is up here, I want you to click on the video where I'm going to talk about points. You want to take a look at points and see if there's something, see if you have to pay anything up front to lower that interest rate. And that is the best way that you're going to be able to find loans. That's the way that I use to find loan rates, to see where I am in line with loan rates, because you can hear a lot of stuff on the radio. I've heard people advertising 2.2 and 7/8%. They say, oh, 2.99. I'm not seeing 2.99 available on here, so I don't know what requirements you have. Maybe that's the 740 credit score. Let's see, maybe 740. So even at 740, you can't do I don't see a 2.99. Let's go ahead and look at maybe a 10-year rate and a 5/1 adjustable rate mortgage. There you go. So the closest I can get to a 2.99% loan is here with NBKC Bank at 3%. Now that's not actually what you'll be paying all the time, because you're going to be paying the APR, the 3.452%. So you want to look what your monthly cost is going to be, In this case, this is for a 10-year fix. So apparently a 10-year fix is better than the 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage, which is interesting. So you want to pay off your house in 10 years? There you go. $3,800 a month to pay off a $400,000 mortgage. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoy this. I hope you learned something from me analyzing this with you. If you have any questions, ask down below. Don't forget to subscribe because I come up with new stuff all the time. I try to put something up once a week, but we'll see how that goes. I've only been doing it for a year and a half. Been on this channel for a long time. Anyway, if you have any questions, please ask down below and I'll answer as best as I can. Thanks, guys. Until next time.